Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Yeah, Godlogic. A lot of you guys call him Dog Logic. Listen, he's a black African American brother, and I appreciate what he does for the Christian community. He's very dangerous. He's very dangerous against us Muslims, and the reason, number one, is he speaks very good, clear, concise English. Oftentimes, when he's battling someone from Islam, they have maybe like a London accent or a heavy Middle Eastern and broken English accent. And just say when you're debating someone like Ali Dawa and Ali Dawa gets mad. But if you could look at the Surah 89, 21, 22, chapter 1 through 3, like the English people tuning in, they're going to tune off because they can't understand them. But the English people tuning in, they're going to stick around because it's easier for Godlogic to get his points across because he speaks clear American English. Point number two is he has that hip hop background. And if anyone knows anything about battle rapping or rappers are very articulate. Like if you listen to Eminem Rap God, the way he's able to chain words together and come up with triple and double entendres and like that off the top of the head, that's what black Americans or rappers are good at doing. And by him having that ethnic background, he knows how to get himself out of trouble situations by using word trickery. That word trickery that he uses, it allows him to clip a snippet of a scene where he's losing, but just one part where it may appear that he's winning, and then mass populate that to millions of people. And now everybody is saying we're taking an L, and we can't afford to take an L for a minute of a debate. I mean, Libiano can go over these debates and then he can fill in the blanks and then people can say, oh, this person did a good job. But the perception is that we're losing, is that we're taking a loss. Like when Libiano was battling God Logic and God Logic was smacking this dude and then God Logic did something real tricky. He said, so is Jesus the most high in a sense? And I think God Logic said something like, yeah, he's the most high in a sense. And he was like, you see? And they clipped that, mass populated that, and they made it seem like Libiano took the loss. I watched that debate and I seen Libiano smoke him. But this is what these guys are good at doing. Like if you pay attention to Sam Shimon, because Sam Shimon speaks really good English and he knows the Quran and he knows the Bible. He's the final boss of trickery. Like a God Logic is trickery, but Sam Shimon is next level trickery. But he did not want to debate Sheikh Uthman because Sheikh Uthman at that time was on fire. There's nothing they could do with him. But they went, licked their wounds, and they figured out new arguments. And this Islamic dilemma argument is just pure nonsense. And I hate the fact that we're arguing back with this. Like this is something we should have left alone and no longer entertained, but because they're getting on these bigger platforms like Patrick Bet David, they're able to express these challenges to Muslims even more. And Muslims are not responding to this in the best way. Like it simply says in the Quran that yes, we confirm the scriptures, but the scriptures that were untampered with. You see, the scripture that you guys have has been tampered with. Words have been taken out. Words have been added in. Whole verses are missing. Whole verses are added in. So Allah's not confirming the Torah that has been tampered with. He's confirming the text in its pure form, and we just don't have it in its pure form. And it seems like it's just hard to say that, when these guys are having a debate. I don't know why. But yeah, we need to study battle rap. We need to study hip hop culture. We need to, for the guys on the Dawa scene, you guys need to be a little bit more intuitive and a little bit more witty in your arguments, and make sure you don't get caught in these traps. Because God Logic is good at setting traps. Pay attention to the Hebrew Israelite brothers. They really don't like the Muslims that much, but every time God Logic battled one of these Hebrew Israelite brothers, he battled a guy named Captain Tazariak, and Captain Tazariak wiped the floor with this guy. I mean, it was the biggest loss I've seen God Logic take. I mean, I've seen him take some losses versus Sheikh Uthman, but Captain Tazariak from the Hebrew Israelites wiped the floor with God Logic. It was embarrassing. And God Logic tried to trip him up like he was able to do with us. But Captain Tazariak is a black brother with the hip hop background, very articulate, knows his Bible. it just wouldn't work on him. So we need to study how not to get caught in these traps. But anyway, this is Brother Waleedin. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm out.